would it cost to build the Taj Mahal today? Welcome back. The Taj Mahal is a symbolically priceless monument that is lauded by UNESCO as a jewel of Muslim art in India. Built between 1631 and 1648 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, it resonates love and lost. It's a stunning feat of engineering and is made entirely of marble. In this video, we're going to discuss, or rather venture a guess, at how much it'd cost to build the ethereal beauty, which is a World Heritage Site today. To make an educated guess, we're going to consider all the components required individually and then compound them. Before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos and updates. The first component we have to look into is the raw material for the monument itself, the marble. If we consider the main mausoleum, it's an octagon placed on a larger square base. There's a dome over the octagon with a smaller dome inside. There are 4 minarets that are present at the edges of the base. So if we had to calculate the amount of marble needed to make the main mausoleum first, we'd also need to remove the volume of space inside the mausoleum to get an actual value. For this, we're going to assume the entire structure is made of a continuous block of marble. Now let's whip out our calculators and notebooks. The square base, or plinth, has a side of 95.16 meters, which creates an area of 9,055.5 square meters. The height of the base is around 50 meters, so the total volume of the base is 452,771 cubic meters. The base does not look that high because of its flatness. The minarets are a symbol of the builder's sense of symmetry. They were designed as working minarets, a traditional element of mosques which are used by muezzins for calling out to Musliman for prayer. The minarets are divided into 3 parts by 2 balconies that form a ring around the tower. The final balcony at the top is capped by the architectural design called the chhatri. The chhatris share the same decorative design of a lotus. The minarets were also designed with letters that, if put together, spell out Ar-Rahman, which is one of the many names of Allah. These minarets are placed slightly beyond the plinth so that in case of a natural disaster, which was common then, they would not collapse into the tomb. The 4 minarets are cylinders, each with a diameter of 5.65 meters and a height of 43 meters. The volume of a single minaret would then be around 763.2 cubic meters. So for the 4 of them, the total volume would be around 3,053 cubic meters. The mausoleum, or the tomb, was created with Islamic inspiration incorporating Persian and Mughal architecture. The main Iwan has 4 gigantic archways on all 4 sides. The Iwan itself is based on Islamic structures that signify the unification of heaven and earth, while the base signifies the universe. The tomb is full of verses from the Quran, which just show the religious importance of the structure. The decorations on the exterior were created by applying paint, stone inlays, and carvings that were in line with Islamic prohibition of using anthropomorphic characters so they could be classified as calligraphy, abstract forms, or vegetative motifs. The interior is decked with precious and semi-precious stones with an interior dome that has a sun motif. The central upper arches have balconies with breathtaking views. The main attraction of the tomb, the sarcophagi of Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal, contain fake coffins, while the actual bodies are buried at a lower level. Mumtaz's sarcophagus is placed at the center of the tomb, while Shah Jahan's is to the west. Both of them are elaborately decorated with precious gemstones and inlaid carvings and designs. Since Islamic tradition prohibits elaborate decoration of coffins, the upper ones are empty, while the bodies are placed in an underground crypt in a relatively simple fashion. The scene is enhanced by sunlight that enters through the archways and the roof openings. The octagon, which we'll take as a cube to make it simpler, has sides of 56.9 meters with a height of 67.9 meters. That makes the volume around 219,834 cubic meters. Finally, we have the dome, the best part of the tomb. It's topped with a finial, which is further topped with a crescent moon whose horns point towards heaven according to Islamic culture. The finial was originally made out of gold but was replaced by one made of gilded bronze in the early 19th century. The diameter is 17.7 meters and the height of the ark is 24.4 meters. Since we're considering the entire thing as a block of marble, we don't need to bother with the inner dome. With the dimensions given, the volume for the dome would be 10,608 cubic meters. So if we put all the volumes together, we have a total volume of the entire mausoleum at 686,266 meters cubed. This is the amount of marble that would be needed to carve out the entire structure. The approximate price of a cubic foot of Makrana white marble, the marble used for the construction of the original Taj Mahal, is around 2,400 rupees, $32. The total cost of the marble alone would then be about Rs 58,164,612,000 or $759,453,012.30 or 58 billion rupees, $76 million. Evaluating the cost of the raw materials is the easy part. The tough task is to find out the cost of transporting the marble from various locations to this central site. Then there's the labor cost of actually building the structure, which took 20,000 odd artisans around 11 years to complete. Now we have the advantage of having better technology and machinery, so it should theoretically take a significantly shorter amount of time for construction. But the complex itself isn't just the mausoleum. It also houses a guest house, a mosque, a vast expanse of beautifully decorated gardens, and crenellated walls. These calculations are a highly daunting task due to the high number of local variables associated with them that would require a large amount of study. The cost of building the entire complex, completed in 1653, was estimated to be around 32 million rupees, $420,000 at that time. After adjusting for inflation, the cost rises to 70 billion rupees, $913,450,300 in 2020, without taking into account the cost of upkeeping the Grand Mahal for the 7 to 8 million tourists that visit it each year. The mind-boggling capital required to see this kind of project to completion just goes to show the enormous influence and power of the Mughal Empire and Shah Jahan himself. Though there are debates on why Shah Jahan built the Mahal for his wife, it still stands today as a testimony to love beyond death. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more videos like this, please support us by liking and sharing this video. You'll find more such videos on interesting topics in our channel, so stay tuned and we'll see you in another video.